This is exactly how you can use Facebook to get more clients for your business using automation, meaning we're going to set up a very simple, easy to use bot that is going to do all the outreach for you. You're just going to tell it what to say, and then you can focus on the aspects of your business that you enjoy more. So, what we're going to do is we're going to dive straight in here and we're going to download this Chrome extension called Friend Connector Pro. This costs about $50 a month. What you're going to want to do is you want to basically use this bot to send messages to a relevant group on Facebook. So if you are targeting agency owners for digital marketing agencies, join that group. If you're targeting SEO agencies, if you're targeting, could be anything. You could be targeting solar, you could be targeting roofers, you could be targeting whatever business you're trying to get clients from. Find a Facebook group, search, massage therapists group, and all of a sudden you see group, massage therapists, 4 posted. You want to join a group that has a lot of active engagement. I would join any of these groups. These all look fine. I'm targeting digital marketing agency owners. So what you do is you go in here. First of all, you open the extension, you click, and you have to create some message segments. So I'll explain exactly how this works. It's not hard. First, you want to create a hey segment. So you go in, you add, say, hey, I'm going to call this hey test. And then you just say, hey, first name, comma, add. Then you add another one. You say, hi, first name, comma, add. Then you can add one more. I like to do 3. What's up? First name, comma, add. Save message segment. The reason you do 3 variations is because then when Facebook sees that you're sending out messages, it looks less like a bot is doing it, right? Every time you send it, it's going to either be hey, or it's going to be what's up, or it's going to be hi. And if it cycles through, it looks more human. So you get that in there, and then you have to create your outreach message that comes after that. So you're going to say, hey, John, and then I have one that I created for agency owners. So then I create 3 messages down here that is essentially a very concise pitch. So I say, I can get your agency 6+ high-ticket clients this month without paid ads, and if it doesn't work, you don't pay. Mind if I share how I do it? So just to break this down really quickly, a good offer consists of a quantifiable result, a time frame in which you're going to achieve that result, ideally a risk reversal in case it doesn't work to ease their mind, and then a very easy to respond to call to action. So here we have quantifiable result, 6 high ticket clients this month being the time frame that I'm going to achieve that quantifiable result in. Without paid ads, a lot of these agencies are sick of burning money on ads. And so if I say without paid ads, it immediately sets me apart. And then I say, and if it doesn't work, you don't pay. That's my risk reversal. So here, quantifiable result, time frame, overcoming objection, risk reversal, and call to action. Mind if I share how I do it? If you give them like a yes or no question, you're gonna massively get better reply rates, because if you say something that's like an open-ended question, like what do you think about that, then they're gonna be like, and now I have to think about what I think about it, and I just forget it. They would rather just be like, yes, I want it, no, I don't want it. And so this is like the most concise, action-packed message you could send. And then I have 3 variations for the bots as well, and just for humanization. So we pass by Facebook's anti-bot radar. And here's some different variations. I try in 60 days as opposed to this month. I try, I think my system would work well for you, kind of a little conversational. These are all essentially the same thing, right? A different call to actions here. I had one that I thought I didn't delete. I like the call to action of saying something like, mind if I send over a quick 2-minute video? explaining how my system would work for your agency. I kind of like that better, less sentences. So here are 3 iterations. Then what we do is we're going to go to groups. We're going to go to add message group, and we can just call this agency owner outreach test. Insert, then we're going to insert our first message segment, which is the hey message, or I guess in my case here it was the hey test. And then we do another message segment, which is agency owners get clients. Boom. Save message segment. Oh, you got to add it and then save message segment. Now what we do is we go to members. This applies to any group that you're in. You go to members, you scroll down to members with things in common. So now that you're in the members with things in common tab, when you go to open Friend Connector, you'll notice it looks different. You can still go to settings and see all the stuff that we did, but if you go back to the home page, you can see that it's in this mode where it's ready to fire. So quick overview of this section, very simple. Lookup interval means how long the bot will wait in between messages that it sends. Initially, I would recommend for the first week or two, start with maybe 3 minutes or 5 minutes so that you can kind of ramp up your outreach and Facebook doesn't think, oh, all of a sudden you're sending out way more messages than usual. And then I've been experimenting with just being ambitious and doing just short intervals between messages, and it's honestly been working even better than these, because sometimes these settings can make it feel like it's slow how long it takes to send out a good amount of messages. Number of requests, the max this bot can send out, from my understanding, is 50 a day. And so I do 50, but I would recommend for your first week doing 30. Second week, you can ramp up to 40, and then third week, 50. Tier, country filter means just you're sorting by tier. I would just turn this on, stick to tier 1 countries. This is like US, Canada, UK, etc. Keywords, here we're going to be sorting keywords that we want to target. So you can target owner, founder, CEO. These are kind of staples. You can target agency. Since we're doing agency owner, we could do, I tend to go with like 1 word keywords or maybe 2. So 6, 7 figure could be like 6-figure agency, a 7-figure agency. You could even do 8-figure. Or you could even just do figure. That will target all the above. And then negative keywords, this is kind of something you have to add to as you go. So what this is it's words that the bot is going to reject. So if you don't want to target, for example, salespeople, you can do negative keyword sales. But in this case, this guy who's the founder of Sales with Systems, that's probably a marketing agency. So we might actually want to target him. But you can go through and you can see, okay, oh, it's about to target someone who I don't want. Okay, let me just stop the bot real quick. Let me add a keyword that they have in their bio here into my negative keyword list. Like say, I don't actually want to target, let's say, growth consultant. You can add consultant into your negative keywords here. So I'm going to take out some words that I, in fact, do want to target. Marketer, probably do want to target that. Media buyer, marketing agencies might have media buyers. So yeah, it's kind of a list that you have to curate as you go. These are just random words that I don't always want to target. Flooring, realtor, might keep that out. Although they could be agencies that target realtors. So you can see I'm kind of thinking through this in real time. It was a one take off the cuff video here. But you get how this works, right? You see what works, and as it's going, you kind of continue to refine this list. Make sure you save. So we'll do agency negative keywords. And then what you do, moment of truth, is you make sure you're on the right you're on the right message group here, which would be our agency owners group, and then you hit run. And then you'll just see that this program is kind of a little bit finicky sometimes. If it says that, you just have to refresh the page because sometimes it wants to be refreshed in order to work right. So we close this, we refresh the page, and then we hit run. Now it's working. You can see the red numbers are flowing, which means it's going down this list and seeing who matches our target market. It decided that David Gauthier is a relevant prospect. So it's gonna take 30, 60 seconds and then add him as a friend, and then it's gonna send him a message using one of the 3 outreach combinations that we created. So it might be, hey David, blah 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 blah, or what's up David, blah blah blah. It kind of mix and matches the greetings and the pitch variations that we created, and it's going to go through and send that. So that's basically exactly how it works. Then all you have to do is field their responses. So people are going to start responding to you. A lot of people will say like no. Sometimes it won't be a qualified person, so they'll be like, I'm not a marketing agency, leave me alone. You'll get some people who are annoyed. That's just a part of marketing. It's whatever. You'll get people who are interested, and then you have to follow up with them. So what I would recommend for follow-ups is, say someone responds and says, yeah, Nico, sounds interesting. Tell me more about how it works. Then I will say something like, yeah, so I have a system that does automated outreach through email, LinkedIn, and Facebook and SMS. Do you mind if I share what I would do in your shoes to increase the amount of leads in your pipeline? And they'll say like, yeah, go ahead, share. And you provide them some free value. Be like, okay, so what I would be doing if I were you is I would be using automation to be reaching out to, thousands of people a month in your target market. And in doing that with minimal extra work, you'll have a substantially more full pipeline. I use this on my clients to get them another, 5 to 10 qualified sales calls every month. Would you be open to hop on a call at this time, at this day, and we could chat about how this might be relevant for you? And they say, yeah, that sounds great. And then you hop on a call and then you close them, right? So obviously there's a big sales cycle here. We're just really talking about how to get prospects on calls from Facebook automation, and that's kind of the process. Just to reiterate one more time, getting Friend Connector Pro, rewind the video, look at how I set up my greeting and outreach, all the like little admin logistics. It goes really fast. You go to the members tab of a relevant group that you're targeting, scroll down to members with things in common, open it up, open up your Friend Connector tab here, and then, or your extension rather, set the settings, enter your keywords, your negative keywords, make sure you're on the right message group, hit run, it'll start running. The final caveat is that this bot is finicky. So as long as you're getting blue check marks and it's going down, you're all good. You can see it's starting to send messages 2 minutes ago. In the time I've been talking, I've already done 3 outreaches, right? So at a certain point, it'll start hitting you with red exclamation points. If you get like 2 to 3 of those in a row, what I would do is I would go here, I would hit stop. This is not bad. This just means the red exclamation points just mean that you are, let's go to full screen and talk. The red exclamation point means that Facebook is just noticing like, hey, you're sending a lot of Facebook friend requests to people you may not know. So we're gonna pause you for a second. And then what you wanna do, like I said, is you just stop the bot. And then I would recommend going into a different Facebook group, say just a different, like just digital marketing agencies, but a different Facebook group for them. Go into members with things in common in that group, just like with this one, and just run it there until you hit your quota of messages for the day, or until you get red exclamation points in there again. And you can just keep flip-flopping back and forth. You find like 3 or 4 groups that you just cycle between. When you stop in this group here, you can just mark like, okay, my bots started getting red exclamation points at 53. So then just have a notes tab open. Just have a notes tab open and just jot down, okay, for this specific Facebook group, I stopped at 53. And then next time you run the bot in this group, you'll just do resume from last search and do 53 and go from there. So if you keep notes of this, it'll be easier to track. And that's basically all you have to do. Sometimes the bot, you won't be getting red exclamation points, but you'll see it just like won't refresh, so it'll just stop, and you'll have to like go back onto the tab and kind of like scroll down and feed it some extra leads. So yeah, this bot is finicky, but it works well. If you run it daily, you will start getting people replying to you. If you send out even 20, 30, ultimately your goal should be as many messages as possible, but if you start with even 20 to 30 messages a day, you'll probably get at least one person responding to you per day or every other day. So as long as your outreach copy is good and your targeting is good. So yep, that is how you can get more clients. That is the automated way. I can talk about manual ways in another video. This is a way you can do it on autopilot. This works very well. I learned this method from one of my mentors, Karsten Fox, who uses this to make, tens of thousands of dollars a month. And this is tried and true. So try it out for your own business, get results, autopilot. You'll love it. It's, to be fair, this is a more annoying extension than something like the LinkedIn bots that I use, which are rock solid. But for the price, for $50 a month, this is pretty good. You can look into more expensive options if you have a bigger budget. They have a Big Brother version of this extension called Friender, which I think is about to come out, hopefully. And there's some other things on the market that are like more in the $300 a month range. For the price, I like this. I'll deal with its finicky bugginess. And yeah, I hope that was helpful to you, and use this to get clients for your business. And if this seems like a lot, or you would like an expert to run a system like this and even far beyond this for you, I help B2B businesses get 5 to 10 qualified sales calls every month. And you can book a call with me in the link in my bio, and we can see if we'd be a good fit to work together. We'd be happy to talk, and I hope this was helpful to you. Talk to you again in the next video. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.